What's up, Ninjas Land? How you doing? First of all, I must apologise that it's been a little while since I done a video, but I did say one a month, so here's the one for this month. I'm going to talk about Disney changes that have happened and are coming. So, let's get into the video. Couple other things before I get into this is, one, there is going to be a part 2 of Guessing Australian Slang coming, but with a different special guest, so keep an eye out for that. And secondly, my 100th video is coming up. I'm at 95, I believe, 95, 96 including this one. So 100 videos coming. I want to do something big for it. I'm thinking either the Sydney Bridge climb or parasailing. I found a place nearby I can do parasailing, and I'll take the GoPro with the head strap, hopefully, and this camera, and try and get a good video for that. So that's what I'm planning for the 100th video. If you have any ideas what to do for the 100th video, put them down in the comments below. But anyway, what we're here for, Disney. Alright, first of all, the parks are open again. They all opened at various dates last month, I believe. They do look a little different. Most places require you to take your temperature as you enter. But a lot of places, I believe, especially, I'm not sure of all of them, but I know Universal Studios, for one, makes you wear a mask or a bandana or something covering your face. You cannot enter without that. But they are all open, which is good news if you live in America. As for me, who lives in Australia, well, yeah, I have to wait a bit longer until international travel laws are lifted. I do want to go back to Disney first. I've been once. I do want to go back. I thought about doing a video of my trip, but it'd be a very long video if I did a video about my first trip, because I went to all the theme parks and I put like videos of the rides, point of view, and be a long video. Anyway, I digress. The biggest thing that was dropped a couple months ago now was Splash Mountain, which is very, very divided. Very divided in the Disney community. Retheming Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog. If you know about the history of Song of the South, I read the ride when I was really young. I didn't see anything wrong, but I didn't know about Song of the South or the history of it. I've looked into it at a later date, and I'm thinking, how did that ride get approved? Because does Disney tries to distance themselves from Song of the South as much as humanly possible. Like, the ride has none of the live action views. The film is considered extremely racist. All the live action things just kept the animated bits because they were the least racist parts of the film. But none of the live action stuff. Stay away from it. No, we don't own it. If Disney could make the world believe that they didn't put out that movie, they probably would. But they're not that powerful. Yeah. So much criticism of that movie when it came out. A lot of people think Splash Mountain is an opening day attraction. It's not. It came a few years later. I don't know the exact year it opened, but it's not an opening day attraction. Yeah. It's a lot of, now I don't know why a lot of people are upset. I mean, the actual ride itself and the name, well, they haven't released the name yet, but the name is interchanged. Nothing wrong with the name Splash Mountain. The track and ride experience itself, from what I understand, is not going to change, just the theming. And a lot of people are really upset just because the theming changed. I understand that some people have, you know, childhood memories or emotional attachment to the ride, but the ride itself is staying the same. The only thing is changing the theming, and because of all the issues with Song itself, I think it's a very wise move by Disney. There was actually a petition that went out to change it to Princess of the Frog, which got over 20,000 signatures, and just like, okay, 20,000, that's quite a lot. Let's do something about this. And then finally, to do that. No date from the research I've done has been. I thought it might have been sometime this year, but there was a lot of things that meant to happen this year that didn't during the pandemic. A lot of people were saying, why are we all this refilming coming? Refilming is not a new thing. There's been a few rethemes lately, including Incredicoaster from California Screaming, Gator's Mission Breakout from Terra of Terror, and now this one, and was that Hellstorm that got changed to Frozen? But if you go back in history, there are other rethemes that happen. This is not a new thing that a lot of people seem to think it's new. From what I've thought, people think, oh, why are they using rethemes? It's not the newest thing in the world. Yeah. We don't have any information on what the new theme is going to look like, except from this picture. That's all we've got, is this picture here. That's all we know, that's all we've seen of the ride. Disney's always been good at keeping things very secretive about new stuff. They like to keep it secret. So they give away enough information to get people excited, but then they keep everything under wraps. That's all I really had. That's all I really had to say about Splash Mountain. Like I said, I think it's a great idea. I plan to go ride the new themed ride when I can get to America again. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I think that'd be great. There's a lot of new rides that have opened at both Disneyland and Disney World that I want to ride. I like a Navi River ride is what I really want to see, because they've said that about Troik, and that is great. And that opened last year, I think. I don't know if it was this year, I think it was last year. Anyway, moving on to the new rides that were meant to open this year. Some did, but a lot didn't. The only ones that did actually open this year were Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We had the Rise of the Resistance ride and the Millennium Falcon ride, which I've forgotten what it's called. There are now. I love them. I haven't ridden them, obviously. I've seen videos on YouTube of them, and they look amazing. But I also know there's some kinks as well. I think Rise of Resistance, I heard, was breaking down 20% of the time. So, interesting fact though, there's actually a B mode for a lot of the scenes. Interestingly enough, there is a B mode for some scenes if something doesn't work. Yeah, a lot of the scenes have a B mode, which is very interesting. There's also it's kind of like Phantasmic has a B mode for when things go wrong. They have a backup for every single scene of Phantasmic, because all the things in Phantasmic break down so much, especially the dragon breaks down like I can't think of it. Can't think of a saying that goes with it, but it breaks down a lot. Breaks down like an old tractor. There you go, make up a new one. So that opened. We also got Mission Breakout this year, I believe, earlier this year, which a lot of people are upset by this. Didn't want to take away Terra of Terror. I'm a little upset by it myself. I never actually got to ride Terra of Terror, because when I went to Disneyland or Disney World, I got told it was a horror ride, and I wasn't into dark, scary rides. Then again, I rode Indiana Jones Adventure Ride. I could actually close my eyes for most of that the first time around, but you know, yeah. So I never got to ride it. I would have liked to. Now I will get the chance. I'll get the same ride experience again, just that it's themed to Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, just the theming has changed. The ride experience itself is still relatively the same. The other major things we got this year, there were a lot of things that were meant to come this year. I think Ratatouille Rise to open, Tron Coaster, Avengers Campus, but because of the pandemic, all is yeah, not much else opened this year due to the pandemic. The only other thing that opened was Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railroad, which I've seen again right on videos. You can tell by the animation style and stuff in that ride is designed for kids, not really adults. I don't know if I would enjoy it that much. I prefer rides that provide more of a thrill. If I was with little kids or something, sure, I'll ride it with them if they want me to, but I don't think it'd be my type of ride personally. Right, moving on to Walt Disney World specifically, next year, 2021, is their golden anniversary. So they've got a whole lot of new shows, movies, and rides that are opening up. Take too long to list them all, but I'm going to list a few that I'm personally excited about. First off is the Space Restaurant. The restaurant that makes it look like you're eating in space. The only picture I could find was this one here. That picture, which looks kind of cool. But that's all I could find. I don't know if there's an elevator, a long, slow elevator that picks you up so it feels like you're in space. I don't know. Couldn't find a lot about it, unfortunately, because as I said, Disney likes to keep things under wraps. So, but yeah, so that's the only picture I could find, but I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the Cirque du Soleil pavilion that's coming to Disney Springs. Couldn't find any pictures for that at all, but I'm sure you all know what Cirque du Soleil is. That will be cool. I have wanted to see a Cirque du Soleil show live for a while. Have not yet. Haven't yet, unfortunately, because tickets here to it in Sydney are, God, they're expensive. They're really expensive. It's like the cheapest one, like nosebleed seats, like $80. So, and it's like $80. Like, I'm one of those people who thinks you might as well fork out the money and get a decent seat, otherwise what's the point? What's the point of going? You have to use binoculars to see who it is. You know, I fork out the money to get a decent seat and sit close. Like when I went to see Taylor Swift, I was 20 rows from the stage. When I went to see Selena Gomez, I was in the mosh pit standing section. Yeah, anyway. As I was saying, excited for Space Restaurant. Excited for Cirque du Soleil and Disney Springs. Excited for the Ratatouille ride. Ratatouille was a great movie. Again, couldn't find a lot of information. I did find one picture of the ride vehicles, I believe. And also, I believe it's going to be a trackless ride, similar to Rise of the Resistance, which is a trackless ride. So that should be quite interesting. The Tron roller coaster, been talked about quite a bit. That I am excited for. I love roller coasters as a whole. I enjoyed the movie. Wasn't the biggest fan of the movie, but I did enjoy it. Yeah, I love roller coasters, so that should be cool. Again, not a lot of information. Alright. There's a Star Wars ride coming to Walt Disney World in Florida. Not surprising. California's got two of them. Got the whole Galaxy's Edge experience, so yeah, that should be good. There's a Guardians of the Galaxy ride coming to the Avengers campus at Walt Disney World, which apparently, from what I discovered, again, no only concept art for it, nothing of the truck or anything, but it's apparently going to be 360 degrees of rotation and can be power launched and reversed. Sounds good. Yeah, that's it. There's a harmonious new firework parade called Harmony S. Harmony Us. US is in capitals. Harmony Us. There's a couple of new restaurants opening. Yeah, it's food. Food's good. One last thing I want to announce before I finish off is I am also now doing live streams on Twitch. If you have a Twitch account, you want to join me with that. Twitch.tv/Nick_Ninja_Adams. It's exactly the same as my YouTube name, except no capitals. I chose no capitals because that matches my Instagram. If you look for Instagram, Nick_Ninja_Adams, no capitals. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell to get notified of when I upload a new video, and the next video will hopefully be a part 2 of guessing Australian slang. See you then. Bye!